In 2023, I posted thousands of pieces of content across my personal YouTube channel here, my other YouTube channel, Two Guys Build a Biz, that talks about how to scale businesses online, short form content between Instagram, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, plus a blog that I run that syndicates content from all of those different sources. Needless to say, I write an absolute massive amount of content, and creating it is one of the biggest time sucks in my day. Don't get me wrong, I love it. I love creating content, but there are definitely some things that I wish were more efficient, especially when it comes to things like ideating on ideas for different channels that I'm going to be posting on, or taking things like a YouTube video, which I've already created, and putting it in my voice into a blog post that I can then go post on my blog without having to do the work over and over again. So when ChatGPT came on the market a couple of years ago now, I was really excited because I saw a ton of opportunity. And if you've tinkered with ChatGPT at all, you might know that sometimes it is amazing and sometimes they make changes to it and the results are just simply not there. So because of that, I honestly stopped using ChatGPT for pretty much everything. I really only go to it once in a while at this point, and I've been on the hunt for some other sort of tool that can help me with these things that I need help with, increasing efficiency and reducing friction in my business. Enter a new tool that I called RightBlogger. I just found out about this a couple of weeks ago on a search that I was doing, and I have to say that I've been really impressed with the tool. So I'm going to explain to you how I use this tool to take YouTube videos that I've already created, turn them into blog posts. Then I'm also going to explain a new process that I've been doing to create ideas, ideate on those ideas, outline those ideas, and then turn them into YouTube videos that I then go and post on my channel, and then later turn into blog posts as well. If you haven't already, my channel is all about self-wealth and personal development. I've got a lot of awesome videos like this coming up in the next couple of weeks. So if you find this valuable, make sure to subscribe and drop a comment with what you learned in the comments down below. So let's go ahead and jump into my laptop here. I've got RightBlogger pulled up. Worth mentioning, it does have a free plan. I've been getting enough value from it that I have gone ahead and signed up for the paid version, and I'll drop a link to it down below where you can go ahead and save some money. And as you can see at the top, there's 69 different tools. There's blogging tools, there are SEO tools, social tools, sales tools like writing cold email, productivity tools, all sorts of different things. And I just find that there's a ton of different tools in here. As an example, just for YouTube alone, here's a bunch of different ideas. You can think of YouTube video ideas, titles, video descriptions, outlines, video to blog post, YouTube video to tweets, and so on and so forth. The one that I use the most is this YouTube video to blog post. So all I need to do here is go ahead and grab a video from my YouTube channel. I'm gonna go ahead and copy that link. I'm gonna go ahead and drop it into the YouTube URL here. You can see it is populating it. Article length. I personally like to have blog posts that are longer, especially because I put a lot of work into my YouTube videos and there's a lot of dense content in them. And then primary keyword, I'm gonna leave that blank because the keywords are already in the video. And then tone and writing style. There's a number of different ones here, but I found that the best one for me has been this casual tone. And then it's gonna go ahead and it's gonna start outlining the entire video into a blog post. Now, as you can see here, it's starting to go ahead and generate it. I find that it actually goes and writes it out, and then sometimes it'll go back and edit itself. So before you jump to a conclusion, let it finish writing what it's writing. All right, so it went ahead and it wrote a 921 word blog post. And you can see here that it has all the concepts of the outlines from my video here. And it does a really good job. I mean, pretty much this video itself has a number of different points in it. It's got different sections. Part of it's, my home cleaning routine, my car maintenance routine. If you've watched that video on my weekly reset routine, highly recommend watching that after this video, by the way. But you can see here that it's completely written and done. Now, the important thing to note here, this is a ChatGPT overlay. It's just got some really amazing prompts to make it a lot easier and much more friendly to use. But I do notice that basically this will put it into about 75% of my voice, right? Everybody can kind of see through these days when AI has written a piece of content. So what I will do is I will go ahead and I will copy this entire thing over, and then I will go ahead and drop this onto my Medium blog where I write all of my content, and then I will edit it and make sure that it's actually in my voice. So certain things are a little bit sterile. As an example here, the mere thought of the week ahead can trigger a sense of dread and anxiety as early as Sunday afternoon. That's not really the type of voice that I would talk in. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to edit this, but 75% of this is done. The entire video is outlined, it's already written, and I can go ahead and piggyback off of it, and it saves me an immense amount of time. So another thing that I really love about RightBlogger is this is basically taking it from a piece of content that I've already created. I already thought of the YouTube video idea. I already created the YouTube video and went through the work of putting that together, but it can actually help a lot before that process with a number of different tools in here. So if we come back to the homepage here, there's a couple of different tools that we can use to help us with this. One is post ideas. And then the other is YouTube video ideas, which is right here. Both of these basically offer the exact same features, but what we can do is we can actually come in here and say post ideas. Now there's a couple of interesting ways that we can go about doing this. So as an example, I obviously run a productivity YouTube channel here that's all about self-wealth and personal development. I also run another YouTube channel that's all about a topic called SMMA, or running a social media marketing agency, which is what I do for work. So as an example, if I wanted to create some ideas here for SMMA, we could go ahead and put it in, again, the casual tone, and then go ahead and generate it to get some ideas. Now, this is actually going to pull up some highly searched, really compelling ideas. These are all great ideas. You will notice, though, they aren't really maybe necessarily optimized for SEO or for YouTube clicks, if you're anything familiar with creating stuff that actually does well on YouTube. But these are good concepts, and it saves a lot of that mental process of coming up with some ideas to put something up on your blog or on your channel. You can do the exact same thing for YouTube videos using the YouTube video idea generator as well. Another really cool feature is what is called Smart Suggest. So if we pull this up, we can go ahead and check out Smart Suggest. And this is something that I think is really awesome, where you don't necessarily even need to think of a topic or a keyword, but you can actually go to maybe your own YouTube channel, your own blog, or a website from maybe a competitor or somebody that you're looking to emulate. You can actually go ahead and just grab their exact URL. So as an example, I'm just going to grab my own YouTube channel here and see what it comes up with for ideas for future posts. And I'm going to go ahead, again, choose the casual tone. I'm going to go ahead and scan site, and it's going to actually come up with different topics for me to do based on my own content. So we can see it's generating here, and right away, 10 morning rituals that can transform your productivity. That is 100% a video that I would post on my channel. The ultimate guide to building a passive income stream in 2024, 100% something that would put on my channel. Why people fail at New Year's resolutions and how to succeed, 100% a video that I would put on my channel. So you can see here that it actually does a really good job of looking at my own content and coming up with actual posts and video topics that I would actually post on my own channel. So now that we've talked about a number of different ways to go ahead and create topic ideas, let's talk about how we can actually use this to go ahead and actually write some of that long form content without us having to have created a YouTube video around it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and grab this topic, 10 morning rituals that can transform your productivity, and I'm going to come over here to the article writer. I'm going to go ahead, paste that topic, and then what we can do is actually make sure that the edit outline switch is on. This is really cool, and this is something that you guys are really going to be impressed with, I think. Again, tone and writing style, I'm going to go ahead and choose the casual one as well, and then I'm going to go ahead and generate a post. Now what this is going to do is it's actually going to create an outline that I can actually edit and I can add prompts to, all within this platform. So check this out once it finishes generating. So we can see here we have an entire modular outline that we can go ahead and start making edits to. So it has all these different prompts. Let's say that we actually wanted to make a bunch of changes to this. We could add different outline items, and then if you actually go ahead and click edit on these, we can see here that there's not only a title here, but there's additional instructions. So if you've ever used ChatGPT, you know that initially you give it a prompt, and then you can basically tweak those prompts. But if it's editing a long form piece of content, it becomes immensely arduous to go in and edit individual paragraphs. It's very difficult to keep it all together, whereas this actually does this in a format that is just super easy to use. So we've got our early wake up call here. Let's say I wanted to do something different. Maybe, just wake up early. And maybe for additional instructions, I wanted to include data from Andrew Huberman on the science of waking up early. And I'm going to go ahead and save that prompt. Let's say I like the rest of it just for reference here, but I want to see if it actually does a good job of including some insights here from Huberman when I go ahead and click generate. All right, so we can see here that it actually went ahead, wrote this entire article out, super long form, has complete headings. This is literally ready to copy over to a blog with headings for clarity, all that good stuff. Now let's see here if it actually followed through on the task that I asked it to do and actually talked about Huberman in the first couple bullet points of the article. So I'm just going to go, oh, there we go. Andrew Huberman under setting a morning alarm. Andrew Huberman, a neuroscientist, explains that waking up the same time each day helps regulate the body's circadian rhythm, enhancing alertness and cognitive function throughout the day. Free tip for you, as well as learning about how to write blogs using AI. Great tip from Andrew Huberman there for you. Make sure to wake up at the same time every day. But as you can see here, this is immensely valuable. You can ideate, you can create content ideas, and you can actually go ahead and actually write out some of that content using AI here. I'm really excited about this. I definitely see that there's room for improvement, but for somebody like myself who started using ChatGPT ChatGPT, was pretty disappointed in the results, and then basically went back to the old way of doing things. I see a ton of value for this, not only for YouTubers, bloggers, but with the 69 tools that they have in here, anybody else who's looking to write some content using AI, I think that there's a lot of value here in this tool, and I think it's a great deal for the price. So that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you found it valuable. If you haven't already, make sure that you drop a subscribe to the channel. My channel is all about self-wealth and personal development, and I've got some awesome videos coming in the next couple of weeks that I really think you're gonna like. Great video to watch after this one would be this one right here, where I talk about the weekly reset that I do every single week that keeps me on top of my game, ready to crush the week and be as productive as possible. Thanks so much for your time. We'll see you in the next video.